Do you ever feel like the world revolves around you, like you're the center of everything? You overanalyze how people look at you and imagine what they think about you. And maybe deep down you believe your life is more important than everyone else's. That's main character syndrome, a mix of fantasy, ego, and insecurity. And it's way more common than you think. Let's break down what's really going on inside the mind of someone who acts like everything is about them, even when no one's paying attention. Thinking everyone else is cringe. You scroll past someone being silly or excited, and your first thought is, "Ooh, that's so cringe." But deep down, it's not really about them, it's about you. We judge others to feel better about ourselves. When you do something weird, it's relatable, but when someone else does it, it's cringe. This mindset makes you believe you're more mature, more self-aware, and more normal. Fantasizing your life. You spend more time in your head than in the real world. You imagine perfect moments, dramatic scenes, or deep conversations that never actually happen. In your mind, life is exciting, emotional, and full of meaning, but reality feels dull in comparison. So you keep escaping into those daydreams. It feels safe and satisfying, but the more you do it, the harder it gets to stay grounded. Instead of living your life, you're busy writing it in your imagination. Feeling special for being different. You start to believe you're not like other people, that you're deeper, more aware, or more complex than everyone around you. You might even feel disconnected from others because they just don't get it. This mindset makes you think you're unique, but sometimes it's just a quiet way of feeding your ego or avoiding connection. Thinking you're different can make you feel special, but it can also make you feel alone. Validation craving. You constantly need attention or compliments to feel good. If no one reacts, it feels like you're invisible. You tell a story and wait for someone to say, "Wow." That constant need to be praised by others is called validation craving. It feels good when people give attention, but when they don't, it messes with your mood. Over time, your confidence stops coming from you and starts depending on them. The imaginary audience. You think everyone is watching you even when they're not. You walk into a room and suddenly become hyper-aware of what people might be thinking about you. You think people are constantly judging you, but in reality, most people are too busy thinking about themselves to focus on you. This mindset makes you act more like a performer than a real person, always trying to impress an audience that doesn't exist. The hero complex. It is when you secretly believe your role in every situation is the most important. You see yourself as the one who has to fix things, lead the way, or be the center of the story even when it's not about you. You might turn small situations into big moments just to feel special. It's not always about ego. Sometimes it's a deep need to feel important if you're the one saving the day. Romanticizing suffering. Sometimes instead of facing pain, people turn it into a story, something deep and poetic. You feel sad, but instead of trying to heal, you start to believe the sadness makes you special. You sit with it, talk about it, and almost wear it like an identity. But the problem is when you romanticize suffering, you stop trying to get better. You stay stuck because the struggle starts to feel like the main character's aesthetic.